Sad boys, sad boys, sad boys, sad boys,
From East Tennessee, this is the Sad Boys Podcast. And now, here's your hosts, Gabe and Parker.
Do you ever get sad? Sometimes I get sad. And then I am sad. And then I'm not so sad. And that's not bad. Because sometimes I feel rad. And then I'm just sad because I miss my dad. That's not true.
That was our first musical intro.
My pipes have been warming up for 38 episodes.
You got a slick pipe, baby.
Ooh, I've been warming them up just thinking about the listeners out there. And I know they want to hear these pipes.
Do you think you're going to be the next Gambino?
I'll probably be the next voice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, because Donald Glover, his rapper alias is Childish Gambino. What would your rapper alias
I actually
be?
know this. I know this to be true because there are many times in my life where I've thought about making a little music. This is real. I am not bullshitting you right
No,
now.
I believe that.
I would be Tom Cardigan.
That would be your name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be Tom Cardigan.
You sound like you have a kids show. Not a rap.
Well,
not a
it
rap
wouldn't
group.
be like gangster rap because I'm not a very gangster person.
Uh-huh.
It's just a name.
So it's more like, kind of like Khalid,
Kind
kind of like his style of music. No, I'm just asking. Like, I'm trying to envision it. I'm trying to understand.
I think I would just rap about
Fully.
My life experiences.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like real sad shit.
Yeah, can you hit us with a bar?
No.
Okay.
No, I cannot. I can meet you at the bar. But that's all I got for right now.
Yeah, that's the only bar you know.
So if you can subscribe to me on SoundCloud. I'm Tom Cardigan. The Tom it's all capitalized. We came up with it.
Tom!
We came up with it like freshman year of college. Because I always wore Toms
Yeah.
and I always wore cardigans.
I miss Tom's Gabe.
I don't. I like New Balance Gabe now because it's like that guy has sex.
Yeah, because that's the first thing I think of when I see New Balances.
Really?
Is just like crushing pussy.
I like. I don't think that. Ew. It just I'm comfortable in the New Balance Nation,
Yeah.
and like some people are, when you see a clean ass pair of New Balances, you know that this guy is here to have a good time.
He's here to lay some pipe.
That's what I'm saying. Honestly,
Well, I'm glad you walk around.
I'm glad you walk around
knowing that wearing your New Balances. That is
It just makes me feel good, and that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah. I'm glad you feel
and
good.
I'm comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody, grab yourself a pair of New Balances. We're sponsored actually today.
Yeah.
By the New Balance Nation. Thank you. My shoes, not by the company New Balance, but by my shoes, my personal New Balances.
So they're earning you a profit somehow, and we're taking a cut of that, or
They're earning me confidence.
oh,
That's the only profit I need.
yeah. I want you to know that I'm not in this for the love.
I want the fame.
I want the fame. I want the notoriety. I want it all.
What would you do for a sponsorship that you want? Like, think about the sponsorship you want most.
AdamandEve.com.
What would you do to get that?
I think it's just as simple as asking our manager to send over some of our specs to them. So it's not much.
That's true. Okay, so here's the thing. We had an intern. Okay, and she did pretty alright. Pretty okay, good job intern. But she's been promoted to manager. Manager? Is that what we're going with?
I hardly know her.
Heyo.
Yeah, we have a manager now. We've actually done more work in the past week for the Sad Boys
Than we have ever done.
Than ever. It's been wonderful. I actually wrote an outline for an episode.
I'll tell you this.
What? What?
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you one thing. We've been doing this for
2 years.
Yeah, for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
And in the last couple episodes, the last few weeks, this is I've felt no pressure doing this shit. I've just felt good.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a couple times where Parker and I have texted each other and been like, we need to record right now.
Yeah.
Like the itch is real and it's here. I feel good that I do this now. Not that I ever felt bad, but like there were definitely times when I was like, I don't really want to do this. It was more of like a pressure thing. It's like, hey, we started this, so we might as well keep doing it. And now I like just legitimately want to do this and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So cheers to that.
Cheers.
We have a manager now. She makes outlines for us so that we don't just do tangents the whole fucking
She's starting to book our tour.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to London next summer.
That'd be really cool. I want to go to Vegas.
That's happening as well.
Here's what I told you my I think I talked about the live show idea.
I would love to hear it.
Okay. So we finally have a live show. Okay, and the house is packed. Motherfuckers want to hear the Sad Boys talk in person for some fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's dark. We walk on stage.
Sure.
Okay. And the spotlight hits right in the center of the stage.
Yep.
And there's the only thing that they can see as we walk from different sides is a garage door.
Oh, that's dope as shit.
So we got a garage door. Okay, we stop in front of it. We open that bitch up. Okay, and that's where, behind the door, is where we sit down to talk and do whatever the fuck you do at a live show.
Our stools.
Mm-hmm. But before we can enter the garage door, we have to shotgun a beer.
That's truth.
And that's how we start our live show.
Every time.
Mm-hmm. And then it could be like, we saw the last podcast live yesterday. Mm-hmm. And they had like 3 or 4 beers sitting out for them already. And that's the shit that I want.
Mm-hmm. This episode is going to come out way later, though. So we'll talk about that
again. Oh, that's very true.
At some point.
That's very true.
You're getting a behind-the-scenes look right now about how our manager schedules us for things.
So thank you, manager. It's been really nice. We've been talking for like 2 weeks now nonstop about the podcast and like planning shit and stuff. So
yeah.
It's nice to be somewhat organized because we've never been that before.
Mm-mm. We have a list of episodes we're recording. It's kind of bonkersville.
We have a whole ass calendar.
Yeah. But I think we need to hit it. This is a heavy episode.
What are we talking about today?
We're going to hit you with a little bit of a Captain Marvel review. Mm-hmm. And we're going to bleed over into Endgame. Mm-hmm. So this episode is going to come out right before Endgame. So hopefully you've had enough time to see Captain Marvel. Spoiler warning right now.
Here's what I'll say. I feel like there obviously will be some spoilers, but I think that we can do this in a way that it's not too much. But also,
you've had a month and you need to see it.
But Endgame. Why are you not watching all of the Marvel movies?
Yeah, right. Especially right before.
Yeah, it's like, this is the biggest shit we've had. Like, okay, here's the thing. I'm kind of a Marvel fanboy. Sure. I will say that. But also, Infinity War and now Endgame are kind of the biggest feat of film in a very long time.
Honestly, I think that I can... Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, no one else has ever built an entire universe for 10 years. Like, this is what it is coming to.
It's a culmination of so many thousands of hours of work.
I think Kevin Feige actually came out and said that this whole 10-year segment is now being coined the Infinity Series.
Interesting.
This is the first 3 phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Interesting.
So it's like a thing. One day you will be able to buy all of these movies together.
Yeah, the Infinity Phase.
Yeah.
I'm very interested. What do we have right after? Remind me. What do we know? What do we know that's coming out? I know Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Ooh, that's gonna be good. I think so. We know that there's a Spider-Man. Far From Home. We know that there will be a Black Panther 2.
That's already been confirmed.
Yes, and we know that there will be a Doctor Strange too.
Interesting.
Everything else that has been, in lock. I've seen a timeline for things, but I don't know what all is technically within the cinematic universe rather than just like Marvel movies coming out.
Yeah. Well, right now it's only 4 that are confirmed.
Really?
Yeah. Which includes Far From Home, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Which is absolutely happening now.
Yeah.
We're a little late because this episode is later on, of course, but in recent times, James Gunn has been put back on Guardians 3.
Absolutely love it.
Which is going to be crazy.
Yes. I'm so excited.
I've seen some like Inhumans kind of thing.
Eternals.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. Also, yesterday...
Black Widow,
yeah. Yesterday or the day before yesterday, the merger, I'm pretty sure, officially went through.
Yeah, it went through at midnight on March 19th.
Mm-hmm. So, it's happening, baby.
Yeah, honestly, you want to know, this is we got to talk about Captain Marvel first.
Okay.
But I want to hit it right now since you brought it up.
Okay.
I really, really believe we're going to be hit with a post-credit scene at the end of Endgame that has something to do with X-Men and Fantastic Four.
That would be I would lose my fucking mind.
Because the amount of production money that Marvel has leading into... Because you know that they've known about this for a while.
Right.
They've already wrote what is going to happen. Maybe not the full screenplay, but I just personally think that we're going to... At the end of Endgame, we're going to get to see something.
Yeah.
Maybe. Just because it's right before the film releases. At that point, it doesn't matter that they, in secret, were working on it.
Right.
And then it comes out, and it's just a 20, 30-second thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not a huge thing. But that's just my theory. There's no evidence to back that up whatsoever. I just think we might get a little tease more than we were expecting.
I would lose it. I would be absolutely out of my mind.
For the Fox acquisitions. But yeah, let's hit it. Captain Marvel, what'd you think?
Whew, okay, I have been skeptical about this movie since the first trailer came out. I was very excited, and then the first trailer came out, and I did not like that trailer at all. I thought it was awful.
It looked like Green Lantern. It looked like a Marvel version of Green Lantern to me.
It really looked like Marvel was about to really fuck up for the first time.
Yeah.
It's like, they've had not the best movies in the last little bit.
You think so?
I think the Age of Ultron was not great. It had good parts, and it was important for the overall story, but as a movie, it wasn't the best.
Thank you, Joss Whedon.
And Iron Man 2 was a little weird.
Okay, but that was right after Iron Man came out. So, I mean, there's been plenty of fixing since then. I just think that Marvel, here I am, a white man, talking about a female superhero movie. I for a second, though, I just thought it wasn't going to live up to that amazing expectation of what Wonder Woman was for the DC extended universe. And I thought that I was nervous because of who they chose to be the first female lead. Just because we've had Black Widow for such a long time and everybody loves her. But that being said, that was my hesitation prior to going into the film, and leaving it, I was like, I'm sorry I doubted you, Marvel, in any capacity.
And that's how I feel because, trailer 2 was a lot better. Yeah. It was still, it wasn't... I don't think that it was any of Captain Marvel's promotions was necessarily up to Marvel standards, especially in the last year and a half. Yeah, because everything has just been crazy. Yeah. So I will be honest. I kind of went in expecting to hate it.
Really,
I did. And even because I have a friend who is now getting into more comics and all of the lore and everything, and he also told me afterwards, he was like, I really thought you were going to hate that movie, and we've been talking about things for God knows how long. But wow, yeah, it was pretty dang good. I think one of my favorite comic books, just comic book characters, is Fantastic Four, and there's not a lot of good stuff with Fantastic Four except for the 90s animated cartoon, which I still
eat up.
Yeah.
I love watching it. So, but a main villain in